Let's talk nerdy with Geekys best podcast. Geekys best podcast. Hello, my geeky friends.
Imani the Lyrics is here, and today we're talking the cocktail party. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Are we going to talk about something that makes sense? Are you going to teach us something? Are we doing something nerdy today again? Over here, the cocktail party effect.
The cocktail party effect is usually defined as the ability or the difficulty of focusing one's attention on a single auditory source and a jumble of noises.
What? What was that? What I'm saying is, the cocktail party effect is what allows most people to tune into a single voice and tune out all others. Remember that time when your friend was throwing a big birthday bash? It was packed with a heap amount of people. And you were engaging into a conversation with one of your friends, you could hear them clearly. But the moment you looked around and tuned out, you realized there was a lot of chaos going on around you. The fact that you were able to pay attention to that one voice and a herd of people is a true talent. That, my friends, is the cocktail party effect.
Let's get nerdy!
The cocktail party effect was first discovered by Colin Cherry, a British scientist in the early 1950s. Scientist Cherry conducted a series of experiments to determine how people listen. At first, he played back two different messages, which were voiced by the same person through both ears of the set of headphones. He then asked participants to write down one of the messages. After some effort and concentration, they could eventually separate one of the messages from another. Wait a minute. So what you're saying is, after some effort and concentration, they can decipher the messages. However, they had to repeat it several times. That's like when you ask a person to repeat themselves, and then you keep missing what they're saying because someone else is talking to you at the same time. And they're both standing right in front of you. Doesn't positioning matter as well? Why, yes, my geeky friend. The real surprise, though, came in the second series of experiments. Here the participants were played one message to the left ear and one message to the right ear, which again was voiced by the same person. Subsequently, they could separate the messages from each other and even shift their attention between the two. So basically, it's easier to understand what is being said when it's coming from two directions, whereas if they're both coming from head on. The cocktail party effect was done using voices. What if I told you it could be done with instrumentation?
What? No way!
At least, that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you today. I will play two different instruments, and I want you to focus on one instrument at a time. Listen to the beat it creates and try to focus on that one in particular. It's preferred for you to wear headphones. So let's plug those bad boys in and get this experiment started. Awesome. Now that we've done that, you should be able to decipher between the beats and would have noticed where one of the instrumentations were coming from directly. Left or right. Out of your right, you should have noticed the bass and the voice saying, "Make more music." On the left side, you should have heard the guitar and the voice saying, "Yo." I did this to make it a little more simple for you to decipher between the beats. And if you are able to tune out one side and focus in on the other one in particular, you have just mastered the cocktail party effect.
It worked! Thank you! I would like to dedicate this speech to scientist Colin Cherry.
Maybe from now on, this talent will not continue to be unappreciated. All right, thank you guys. That's all the time that we have. And don't forget, it's okay to
Talk nerdy with Geekys best podcast. Geekys best podcast.
This podcast was brought to you by Imani Powell, also known as Imani the Lyricist, both composer and beat maker by the name of Mega Something Crazy. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time on Geekys Best Podcast. What can you learn in 5 minutes?